Right.
Okay. Once again, it's another episode of No Panties After Dark. And I tell you what, I'm sipping tonight. What about y'all? Uh-oh. What you got? That blue?
This
Okay.
is E40 Slurricane Blue Lagoon.
Ooh,
It's pretty good.
E40
What you got?
Slurricane. I got you. Man, I have a mixture of some wine and some tequila. And man, this is definitely an indulgence for me. So
Are you kicking it?
yeah. Wifey was like, here, drink this. And I was like, okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So are y'all ready to get busy?
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So
I know we said this is No Panties After Dark, so I'm here in my pajamas tonight. We kicking it.
okay, you in your pajamas? Hey, this is what I wear to sleep.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah. You know, I gotta get a little sexy when I go to sleep. You know. Okay, Golden Goddess, what's up? What's going on? Gigi, think she might be having a little bit of technical difficulties, but it's all good. She's gonna join us here. So we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube. Y'all get a chance, y'all check us out at No Panties After Dark on YouTube. Soon we'll be having the Facebook page. You know, y'all know we're just kind of creeping our way up in here. All that good stuff. So,
Am I still
with that in
freezing?
mind, I think you're good. We're live right now. Let's see who's already on. Okay, right, Lock. She says you look so hot, you frozen again. Look at you. She said you look so hot. There you go. Look at that. Hey, so look, you know, we kind of wanted to get into, you know, little special show tonight. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit, because you know, we wanted to spend a little time just kind of chit chatting real quick. I know, you know, one of the things we want to talk about. You know, this was a show that we did like 10 years ago. Okay. So, you know, real quick, y'all want to go around the room, just kind of talk about what y'all been doing for the last 10 years, as we have not had the show. Pretty Brown Skin, you want to start it off?
I've been mothering. That's what I've been doing. I've been mothering.
We grewed up.
Been a mom. That's all I've been doing, you know. Somebody sold me a dream, turned out to be a nightmare, and you know, live and you learn. But I just, you know, been being a mom, you know, since the last time we were on the air, I had another child. I have a little girl, Mimi. She's 9 now. She is literally
9
sunshine
now.
in human form.
So
She is.
You stopped the show and then you got busy.
I got big. Hey, and no panties out the dark, man.
Man, took it
So
literally.
that's pretty much what I've been up to. Working, being a mom, working out, taking care of my body. I just dropped my AirPod. Working out, taking care of my body. Recently I
You got
dropped
a
a whole
whole
lot of weight.
catcher's
So
mitt right there. Anything falls, it just falls right there. Look at that.
Hey, listen, I think everything I eat goes there, so they keep growing. But yeah,
Right.
y'all see my workout pictures and things on Facebook and Instagram. My workout, if you would have told me a year ago I'd be a gym rat right now, I wouldn't believe you. And that's, you know, boring stuff.
Yeah, I see you. You always in there. You know, you and one of your sisters or something. Y'all in there getting busy, and I
Grinding
see
it
you. I
out.
see you. Yeah. Golden Goddess, what you been doing for the last 10 years?
I've had in 10 years, I think 3 kids graduate from high school.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute. Well, no, a little over. I got my other son, he graduated in 09. I just had one graduate last year and this year. Yeah, the last of my babies graduated from high school, went to my son's wedding in April. I am now a grandmother. My granddaughter is 5 years old. And I was in a relationship Yeah,
You too
it thought I
bought a
was gonna
dream
get
that was a nightmare, didn't you?
period. Yeah, I thought I was gonna get married because after I left my ex-husband in 2007, I vowed, as my kid's father, I said I would never bring another man. I would never bring a man around my children unless I had planned on marrying him. So I dated, but I never brought anybody home. So the one person I did bring for them to meet, we were planning on getting married. They was his stepfather, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I'm single. And here I am, 5 years later. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when we look at this, then, we all done grewed up, basically.
I know,
We
right?
all been doing this. Shout out to Right Look. Shout out to Rocky Alexander. I don't know who
Rock's
he talking about, but he
Kitchen.
said she be getting it in, whoever that is.
That's Rock's Kitchen. I'm gonna tell y'all what, Rocky Alexander, Rock's Kitchen. I'm about to plug him real quick. I'm about to plug Right Look too.
Go
Rock's
ahead, plug it.
Kitchen, healthy lifestyle food. And I'm talking about like he can take anything that you see on Facebook and the gram and he can turn around and make it healthy. He's got his own restaurant business now. He's doing big
You know
things.
what? We might have to do a special where we go kick it with Rocky because as a chef myself, and back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, I used to do a little wellness coaching and stuff. Used to do the Vitamix rep and all that stuff, and was out there getting busy. So we might have to do something with Rocky where we can do a little special with him. That'll be dope.
Yeah,
right
that'll
there.
be dope. And then we got
yeah.
Right Look over here, dopest braider in the city of Louisville. She does
Braider?
locks.
Okay.
She braids. She does locks, lock detox, sister locks, anything you can think of.
It's definitely time for a retwist. I'm starting right now, but it's time for a retwist.
She's dope. She's dope. She'll get you together.
For a retwist. See if I can barter over here.
For a commercial.
Speaking of, I got to do my son's retwist. Oh, I didn't mention that I also got my bachelor's degree at whatever age I got it at.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years. Okay.
Hey, everybody who's out there watching, I want y'all. Yeah, everybody who's watching, everybody watching, make sure that y'all go ahead and give a shout out of where you at, where you chiming in from. But hey, Golden Goddess, that's dope.
Thank you.
That is absolutely dope. I love it.
You know what? The funny thing about it is I got my degree in applied behavior science, and you would thought I would have. It's funny how you can see everybody else's fucking issues, and you can see everybody else's shit, but you definitely either you don't see yours or you just choose to ignore it. And I think probably I just chose to ignore it. You
know what? It happens because I can attest to the experience as well of knowing better. We all know better because we see the signs, we know better, but I think sometimes it's love, man. We
and you want to believe somebody can change.
You want to believe that somebody is the dream, that person, because a lot of times they start off being that person, and when you start having problems so early on, you're just so gung-ho set on trying to make it work. I put so much time, energy, I put so much of an investment into this person.
I think that's it more than anything. You put time and energy in it, and you don't want to be a failure, right?
Right. That's exactly it.
That's it. You put time and energy into it. You don't want to be a failure, and you don't want to sit there and say, damn, I was wrong, because you might have done it once or twice before in a relationship, not that the others were like this one, but you done it once or twice before. You say, you know what, damn, here it is. I'm in another relationship. I'm tired of being in another relationship.
Right. And that was me.
I want to end it and be with that one. You know what I mean?
Right. And that was me. And I didn't want to be like, okay, damn, she couldn't make it work with another baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I stuck it out. I was miserable for a lot of years in that relationship. He's I won't say that he's a bad person. I can't say that because, I chose him and he's my daughter's father. I can't say he's a bad person. He just wasn't for me. And I was spent all the years trying to make fetch happen. Fetch wasn't happening. Y'all remember Mean Girls? Stop trying to make fetch. I was trying to make fetch happen.
What the hell does that mean? Fetch happen.
You don't remember Mean Girls when what's the name?
I remember all of that.
That is so fetch. And Regina
trying to make
said,
fetch
quit trying to make fetch happen.
fetch happens. I mean, a dog fetches. I mean, I'm
No,
trying
no,
to
no.
trying to.
You ain't
It's
never
a
seen Mean Girls.
term.
You don't get it.
Golden
But
God is
yeah,
just middle fingered everybody just now.
Yeah, I was
Did
just
I?
trying to.
My bad. I'll show you my
Y'all
gross
ain't never
line
seen.
brief.
I can't believe y'all ain't never seen Mean Girls. But yeah,
I've
I
seen it.
was
I
trying
just
to.
don't remember. Like
You don't
I
remember Gretchen
Yeah.
remember.
Wieners? Like that is so
What's
fetch.
up,
Y'all
Blackbird
know
Nation? Up in this
that just
bit.
wasn't one of the ones that I got. Like got into the Heathers, and of course, y'all know back on Twitter, and I still go as Black Stifler's mom, so American Pie.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't remember
No,
What's
all
no,
of
up,
no,
the
no, no,
Nina
no.
specifics.
Mean
Williams?
Girls was
What's going
Lindsay
on?
Lohan.
I
But yeah,
I gotta go watch it
yeah.
now.
When you watch it,
Hey,
it'll
hey,
make sense.
Auntie.
But yeah, I was trying to
I
try to
got
make it
aunties
work
on
for
here.
as long as I could, you know, and I did the best I
Right,
could. But he
you
wasn't
did.
for me. He
I was
wasn't for
rooting
me.
for y'all
I
too.
stuck it. Everybody was
So
rooting for
so
us. Everybody was like, "Y'all were so perfect." We were not perfect. I propped that
Right.
man up and made him look good for as long as I
okay,
could.
so let's look at this. All right, so communication, sex, and finances. Why is breaking up so hard to do? All right. Now, part of why we came up with that topic there because we were talking about some of this celebrity stuff going on, and it's sad to say, but the celebrities of today, unfortunately, are who people are looking at as it
Right.
pertains to their relationships these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the fact that over 40% of children born in America are born out of wedlock, right?
Yeah, they
Then
are.
if you look at celebrity, they're not getting married first. We don't have those values anymore. It's celebrities are just doing that thing and having babies, and then they're going to court. Like yes, that kind of seems
Right.
to
And
be
who
In
wants to
that
do
order.
that?
type,
Right.
you know.
In that order.
Maybe they get
Mm-hmm.
married, they end up in court at some point. That's how it goes. But let's look at this. All right, so we were talking about first off the rapper Trouble, right? So I think it was you, Pretty Brown Skin. You posted something about the rapper Trouble. I think I'm not sure if it was you. It may have been
Well,
someone
what
else.
I
Someone posted the
posted,
rapper Trouble,
hold on, I posted something that Little Duval had posted and I reposted it. Hold on, let me pull it up on my phone real quick. And
and
it says,
but
ladies,
go
there's a
ahead.
difference between you breaking up with a man and that man breaking up with you. Make sure he is done with you before you get the next man caught up.
Before you get
You
the
know
next
what?
man caught up. So how does that apply to Trouble? All right, I'm gonna let y'all go
Yeah.
ahead and give the scoop on that. How does that
Okay.
apply to the rapper Trouble? Because I didn't
So
even know anything about the rapper Trouble.
Me neither.
I was like, man, they got a kids rapper that raps about the game Trouble.
I
That's
don't even
dope.
want to laugh because it's not even
But
funny. Somebody died, but that was hilarious.
but go ahead. Tell us about Trouble and his troubles.
So apparently, he had a girlfriend at home, and he was out on his late night creep sneaky link situation,
Mm,
and he was with a young lady that he met, and they were back at her place, and he was in her bed, and her ex-boyfriend, broke in the house, like kicked down the door, broke in the house, gets to tussling with the girl. I guess Trouble got into it with him and the girl tussling. The guy shoots him in the chest and kills him. And so now
mm.
his girlfriend is like, he was just, it's unfortunate.
Hold on,
He's
hold
at the
on. So
wrong.
the guy broke the guy. Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to say that again. He was over his sneaky links,
He's over
right?
Sneaky Link's house, getting it in. And her ex-boyfriend kicked down the door, broke in the house. The dude and the girl get to tussling. I guess Trouble tried to get in between them. I'm not quite sure all the details. And the ex-boyfriend shot him in the chest.
Ooh, ooh, man. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna be open, right? I'm gonna
Did
be
he
I'm gonna be
die?
open right now. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, Trouble. He
Yeah.
he he couldn't get out of this trouble. So yeah, he ended up.
Wow.
He might be in trouble in heaven. I don't know.
Mhm.
But with that in mind, I'll be honest. I in my younger years,
Y'all
I
seen
have
the
I,
boys
I've
did not see me.
That's R2D2. That's dope. We got R2D2 on the show, folks. Um, but in the younger years, I have done, done little creep. I think some of us fellas have done some little creep, creep shows or whatever. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, this bag stays with me. Y'all can call it a merce all you want, but guess what?
I feel
This
you.
merce right here, I can't, I couldn't imagine being, and it's gonna be right there by the bed. But that's not even the
That's where
point,
Foxy
right?
Roxy live. Foxy Roxy live next to my bed.
Yeah,
That's my name
yeah.
for my
So
girlie.
yeah, and yeah, it's 2022. Y'all ladies is packing. I ain't even gonna lie.
Damn straight.
But
Ain't nothing like going over
but
to a man's house and sitting your gun on his dresser. He be like, "Well,
but
you right.
but
You
here's the
try
thing.
something."
Here's the thing. That was her ex, right?
That was her ex,
Right.
and he wasn't done.
Don't play.
So in her mind,
So
she's
so
done, but he wasn't done.
so okay. Why is breaking up so hard to do?
People
What do
can't
you
let
got
it
to do to
go.
people to
Listen,
You know
get the
what?
and,
message
I
across?
find
and
that
men have a
for
harder
men
time
it's
letting go than women,
easier.
believe it or not.
I
Uh,
feel like it's opposite. I feel like men have a easier time letting go, and
You think
women have a
so?
harder time letting go. Because I think so. Because usually, once a man feel like he's done mentally, he might stay in a relationship, but mentally, he's not there. He's just a shell of a person in that relationship. Like men can, I feel like men can walk away a lot easier than women.
See,
Obviously, that's why, and I'm
let me
not
say
trying to be
this. Let
funny,
me
but
say
that's
this.
why there's so many single moms because men are able to just detach so easily. Not all
Well,
Men,
men,
hold on.
but a
I
Let's
don't
good
just
know.
say
deal of
this. Let's
men.
let's just say this.
I feel
Let's
like men
say,
are
because
able to
he
detach.
he obviously was not able to detach
No,
very
not at all.
easily because he
Not at
was he
all.
was he was
He
Yeah.
done
too
broke in
attached.
that girl's
First
house
off,
and shot him
first
sneakily.
off, first off, okay, there's a lot of rule breaking going on here because I am
Well, I
of the
said
generation.
all of it, but I just said, yeah, some
Okay. You got a lot of you sounding like R2D2 robot over there,
She
pretty
sound like
lady.
Erica Badu. I was born underwater with $2 and $60.
Erica Badu, I was born underwater. What? Um, look, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Look. There's a level of maturity that comes with relationships. Yeah, when we're younger, and this is what I want to say because I think some fellas out there can agree with me. When we're younger, we don't care. Because why? Because men have vision and we're focused on trying to get to that thing that we're trying to get to, whatever it is. We're trying to get there. But a lot of times, as life goes on, you get older and you start to gain some emotional intelligence and you start to actually understand your emotions, right? And see, y'all be sitting there thinking that we don't need to have emotions. Like we just we're like you said we're a shell of a person. That's what Golden Goddess said. We're just a shell of a person, and it's easier for guys. When you're younger, it's easy because you got this thing in your head. You done seen it from your daddy, your uncles, everybody around you,
once
especially
you
in,
decide
in our
to
in our
detach.
culture. So it's easy for us to detach, move on. It's all good. But as we get older, we're trying to settle down. We're trying to find that one that person that's gonna rock with us. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm trying to do this right here. I'm trying to go ahead, support me as I'm trying to go ahead. You trying to go there too? Look, I'm gonna support you. So we trying to do that. And so as we get older, it's easier. We there's some emotions there. But yeah, when we're young, we don't care. But I'm just saying, like, dude obviously is mentally challenged. I
Right,
mean,
because she was done with him and he clearly was not done with her.
but
Clearly.
how? But see, here's the
Well,
thing:
yeah,
what
we've
was
seen a
done,
lot
and
of
we don't
crash and
know this.
passion with men.
What do you
Right.
say, G?
Now, I'm saying we've seen a lot of crimes of passion. Look at Jennifer Hudson's, her sister's ex. he killed her sister, her mom, and his own child. So I'm not saying that they're not some crazy ass men that is, usually when it's hard for people to break up, or that man or that woman, they usually have some type of attachment issues. You
Now
know what I
look,
mean?
look
Well,
at
I'm
look
gonna
at
tell
this
you what,
comment
my
right here.
last
Look at this
situation,
comment right here.
he had a hard
Oh,
time letting go.
Hey,
my nose
look at
is.
the screen, y'all. Look at this comment. Rocky says, because that yum yum was so good, you can't
Oh,
just let it go that easy. But here's the
Hey,
thing. Here's the
listen,
thing.
I done been
Let's
there
right.
too.
are we talking about our lower selves when we start talking that language? You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about our higher self, because our higher selves ain't wrapped up in that, right? Our
Right.
lower
Right,
selves is wrapped up in that. And I'm
right.
gonna be
Mhm.
I can admit, I've been there with my lower self being all up in that and whatnot.
Mhm.
But I don't, you know, I don't think I've I could never go to the point to where I'm about to kill somebody
Me neither.
over
Listen, let me
that.
tell
You know
you,
what
I
I
got
mean?
a
I
Like,
story to
wanted
it's
tell.
to.
really not
I
that
got a
important.
I have
I
a
ain't gonna
story to
say I
tell. So
wanted
when I
to,
broke up with my
but I
daughter's
couldn't.
father, when we split up, and it was a long time coming. He
Right.
went as far as to put, after we broke up, because I still lived in the home that we shared until I closed on the home that I live in now. He went as far as to put security cameras up on that house while I was living there, under the guise
Mm.
of, I'm not here anymore, I need to keep you safe. To me, I felt like that was just so you could clock my every move, make
Mhm.
sure I'm not bringing
Mhm.
anybody to the house. Like,
Mm.
it was so bad, and I can actually pull up receipts. He messaged
Oh,
me with a picture. I had no access to these cameras, by the way. Only he could access them. He messaged me and asked me, did I know this guy that walked through the yard? It was the LG person reading the electric meter.
You
But
cheating with the
I was
electric
cheating with the
man.
LG, and it wouldn't even have been cheating because we're not even together at this
Hey,
point.
I'm
But he
sorry, my
accused me
my
of
dude
yeah,
screwing the
short too.
LG man.
you trying to get a
Lord Jesus.
discount, girl.
I
I
was trying to
mean,
get some free electric,
we
okay?
know y'all ladies got at least five of your fave. Y'all fave five is totally different than fellas. Y'all fave five, all of them is a discount. The mechanic, the LG&E dude, he gonna come
Well,
turn you
hey,
back
once
on
I'm
when
There
done.
was a
you
time
need
when I
to,
had about
pay
three
that
or four
bill a little
sugar
bit late.
daddies in rotation. That's back in my hot trotty thought days. But that's
I
back
don't
at the
got no
end.
sugar daddy. So first, anybody out there that would like to sponsor a single mama like me?
You say you don't want a sugar daddy, or you do?
She said
No,
she
I
don't
do.
have
Like if
one.
somebody want to come out, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Somebody want to sponsor me.
there
You
y'all
know,
go. There y'all go. She's looking for a sponsor.
Shoot your
You
shot.
know
she's
what I
looking
mean?
for a
Okay,
sponsor.
Sponsor.
I'm
Period.
looking for a sponsor
They
because I
don't
don't
call them
got
sugar
none.
daddies no more. The new term is sponsor.
But
Looking for
here's the thing.
sponsor.
Look, dude was abusive and a stalker. He got to pick a struggle. That's from and I can't.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Well,
just say
now his
Mr. White,
struggle is gonna be
because
keeping his booty cheeks
I
closed
looked
in the
up I
pink.
looked up I looked up Meech's Facebook page, and I was looking to figure out how to pronounce his name. Because I remember
Okay.
last week you said his name was not just Meech. You had to, and it's like Megis or something, like
Oh,
it's
it's
like
kind of hard.
Jesus or something. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Like it's me just or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what I saw on the Facebook page. So, bruh, I'm not trying to purposely enunciate your name wrong. I'm just call you Mr. White. All right. So MW. That's what's up.
Mm,
But
Oh shit, you family? You got a nickname.
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He
You got
said
your
I
No
just
Panties
Yeah.
said it.
After Dark
Yeah, he said I
nickname.
just said it. I don't know which one it was, because I said a few of them. But when you look at that, think about that. Dude was abusive and a stalker. He got to pick a struggle. Now, think about that for a second. I think in this day and age, we have a whole lot more emotional dudes. Because when I grew up, first off, I was still under the rule of, we don't let a female like fuck us over like that. You know what I mean? Like that was the rule. Like, number one, I'm not fighting with my homie over a female. Like, we don't do that. You know what I mean? And number two, you don't let a female fuck you over like that. Just plain and simple. You don't go there. You don't allow her to take you to um that point. Believe me, I have been at that point plenty of times. I want to beat the shit out of a female. but you just don't go there. That's emotional intelligence. They say that EQ is a greater grade of a person's intelligence than IQ, right? Because the ability to sit there, get angry, but then pull yourself back. Some people can't do that. I know some people
they can't come back from it.
They can't come back. They just
they don't
control.
see red. They don't know how to shut themselves down. They don't, like, literally have an inability to do that. So, you know, it's just, you know, and he said me jizz. So all right, brother me jizz, that's what's up.
I wear glasses, y'all.
Look,
careful, don't
Rocky
get canceled,
said,
Joe.
don't get canceled. What you mean don't get canceled? Come on, bro, you gotta explain that. You know what I mean? Let me know. But you know, I mean, what do y'all think?
I can't. It's scary in there.
Oh man, I can only imagine. You know, if
scary
y'all
in there.
post a pic, I know in this day and age, dudes they thirsty, like they slurping.
Oh man, let me tell you, I posted my pictures from the gym this morning. Somebody slid my DMs. Was like, "Damn, you thick." Well, duh, I have a mirror. I know what I look like. I work out every day to keep this. I know I'm thick. You don't got to tell me.
Right, we don't
okay. So Rocky said, look, every guy out here, no man wants a woman in their face like this.
No,
you don't want that.
Right. No man wants that, and obviously no woman wants a man that's constantly making her feel like she should be walking behind him, or she's just
there's a balance. There's a balance.
Definitely a balance.
Like if that's my queen,
expect you to come and put your hands on me too, and I don't want that.
And that's a good. Okay,
I mean, if you're doing that, then yeah, that's what you're calling for.
You run up on a man.
But
these
I think
new women. Go on and say it. I know what you're about to say.
This is it right here. You got to shake the shit out of a bit.
Let me tell you.
You know.
I don't like to be shaken.
This new generation of women feel like they can just talk crazy to a man and hit a man, and the man is not.
And that's what I don't understand, because
I don't believe in hitting no man.
I've had that situation. Where a woman got angry enough. You know,
we have talked about this.
Yeah, a masculine, toxic, masculine energy woman got angry enough to where she put her hands on me, and you know, it's like one punch. And she'll either be one of two things, dead or knocked the fuck out.
I remember that because she was tiny too. I remember her. I remember you told me about that. She's a little bit thing. She thought she was gonna run up on you.
You know, we always used to say that no matter what, a man shouldn't hit a woman, but it's becoming too much of it's just becoming too common now for women to be trying to hit men or hitting men. And my thing is, every man is not going to be able to hold back. Every man is not going to be able to say, I'm not going to hit this bitch. I'm not going to hit this bitch, and walk away. Because men are people too. Men are human.
I still think it's wrong.
I'm not saying, wrong. Look, I'm listen to what I'm saying. Men have feelings. So, and I feel like if you hit me, I'm gonna hit your ass back, or at least try. So what man do you know that if you hit them, you're not gonna feel the same kind of pain? I'm not saying they don't have to hit her back, but if they defend themselves from getting hit,
like my man said, can you hit them studs? If you're defending yourself, first off, you ain't in a relationship with one. So if you just, if you running up on one and you out or whatever, and y'all get into it, that's a dude as far as I'm concerned. That's a dude as far as I'm concerned. You fight them studs like you. I'm sorry,
I can't
you fight
stand a stud. I'm sorry, that's just
hey, look, real quick, y'all. Let's do this. Let's go to commercial, and we'll be right back, y'all. Again, it is No Panties After Dark. We'll be right back.
healthdaddywow.net. 100% plant-based herbs and supplements. Whether you're in person or online, use the word tipping for 10% off. Remember, feel better, look great, healthdaddywow.net. Remember, healthdaddywow.net.
Habibi Trading Company, home of soap, sticks, and Saya Baba products. Over 400 locations at a store near you. Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky, Southern Indiana, or find yours online at sayababa.com. Again, that's sayababa.com. Habibi Trading Company, where you can find fragrances to incite your senses.
I don't need to sit at your table. We building one. We in the process of building a table. We building a table. I don't gotta sit at your table. I'm building my own table, and I will build you a table in the presence of your enemies.
Celebrate your queen, elevate your king. Celebrate your queen, elevate your king. Celebrate your queen, bro. Elevate.
Folks, we are back. Once again, it is No Panties After Dark. You know, this is adult conversation, and that's what this is all about. You know, we want to talk some real stuff. People don't dig in really when it comes to some of this stuff. So, you know, we want to talk some real stuff, and this is it. You know, relationships. Again, tonight is communication, sex, and finances. Why is breaking up so hard to do? There's another breakup, another celebrity breakup that was out there, right? And it was I think NeNe Leakes, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, it wasn't necessarily a breakup.
Who wants to give us the scoop on that?
All right.
Pretty Brown can.
Don't call me Fiona.
Pretty Brown. Go ahead, tell us about it.
So apparently, you've watched Housewives of Atlanta. NeNe Leakes, she was the face of the franchise, or she was. Anyways, her husband passed away from colon cancer last year, and then she popped up with this new guy that she was dating maybe like about 2 months after she buried her husband. So the new guy she's dating, he's still married. She's posting pictures of this man on social media. He getting flued out. They done left the country. They partying.
But
celebrating her
he knows she's
birthday.
posting the pictures, right?
Right, and he's smiling in the pictures. He happy to be
Right.
there.
He had to know.
So, yeah, he knew he was married. Well, apparently his wife lives in North Carolina, which is one of 7 states where the wife can sue the mistress of a husband for alienation of affection. So his wife is suing her for $100,000 for alienation of affection because she said that because of NeNe, her husband chose to leave her. Her husband chose to lie to her and leave her with 13-year-old. He chose not to come home for weeks at a time. He chose not to spend his birthday with his wife and told her that he was going to be with friends when he was with NeNe. He chose to go out of the country with NeNe. He chose to spend Christmas with NeNe.
I'm finding this hard to believe
he chose to do this.
Because that's what he chose to do. So his wife said,
I mean, he broke like 1,000 rules right here. Like I don't even get that. Like, why are you taking pictures with your side piece?
Because she wasn't a side piece. But you know what? I'm gonna be all the way real with you. This is just my theory on what has been happening. Because I always say that when your significant other steps out on you, you never blame the other person. You blame your significant other because that's who you have the agreement with. That's who she stood and took vows before God and their family and relatives they don't like. That's who her issues with. So I think, this is just me, I think that this is a scheme that Todd set up to come to you with the bullshit. And if you watch Housewives of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying. I think that the wife and the husband, I think they in on it. And I think that this is all a setup for the wife to sue NeNe and get that bag. And then once she gets the bag, he gonna leave NeNe and go back with the wife. That's what I think.
It's gotta be a setup.
It's a
Because
setup.
think
Okay,
about it.
so you know what? And I agree with you, Pretty Brown. If I'm in a relationship with a man and he cheats on me with another woman, that woman don't owe me no kind of damn loyalty
No,
at all.
nothing.
She don't know me.
Now,
If
hold
she
on.
does
You
know
just
me, she
said if
don't
he
know me.
cheats on you with another woman. I mean, you said that as if to say
Hold on.
he cheat on
What
you
I'm
with
saying
something
is,
else.
I
she
know where
does.
you going with this, Judge. I
We
know where
ain't
you
even.
going with this.
She don't owe me any loyalty. He owes me the loyalty. I can't get mad at her because she don't owe me shit. I'm
She
in a
don't.
relationship with him, not her. So that's whack. Now, when I say another woman, because I be on a live stream called Bigo, and I can't tell you, like you said, you believe it's a storyline or a setup for those two,
To get
that
a
dude
payday.
to get a payday. There's actually some people on Bigo that this shit just happened to, and this I can't tell you why these women keep going with these men who openly date trans women.
Whew.
Openly date trans
Whew.
women. So one young lady, her name is Yetta. You can look these people up. It's on
Hold
YouTube,
on,
honey.
are we still talking about NeNe Leakes? Is
We're
she a
well, we're
trans
talking
woman?
about we end up going into something else because it's similar. I know people who are really. I believe it could be a storyline because that happens. Long story short, they set her up and they took the girl's money.
Mm.
The boyfriend who they other trans whatever they were living together,
Hold
had a
on.
whole relationship,
Why are
and
people talking about 100K? Like, is that the number? Is that what they about to get? What they
That's
talking
what
about?
she's suing her for.
that's what she's suing her for.
Who's
The mistress is suing.
what?
I mean, the wife is suing the mistress
And
for the
called
100K.
it's called alienation of
Alienation of
affection.
affection. Mm-hmm.
You done alienated my affection with my significant other
Right.
because you
Had you
showed
not
up.
enticed him with your money and your celebrity, he would still be right here with me. That's basically what the lawsuit said.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And Pretty Brown feel like it's a storyline and it's a setup from the wife and the boyfriend on NeNe Leakes. That's where I
It
was
very
going with
well
that other
could be.
story. Because the guy who this young lady was dating, he was dating a trans woman who went to jail. Now, and he had a whole relationship with this lady and everything like that. They were in she moved him into an apartment, then they moved into a big ass house. And that shit did not work out. And now she helped he went to jail for something. She bonded him like 8,000. Like, it's crazy. And now that the trans woman is out, guess who he back with? The trans
Mm.
woman, and he's acting like, well, I never was into this other chick. Yeah. And the trans was like, well, he was just in survival mode. That's why he was getting all that money from her and using her and
Well,
all of that
are you
stuff.
talking about a transsexual or a transvestite?
Baby, you're right. There's a difference. Transgender, it ain't even a sexual.
Oh, it's
Transgender.
just a transgender. Well, transgender and sexual are kind of the same because
No,
they get the well. Hold on. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, transvestite. They act no. Which
No,
one
you don't.
actually cut? Which somebody
you know
cut?
what? I have a trans friend. We're gonna have to bring him on one day to maybe
Yeah.
break
Yeah, but
everything down.
hold on. Transsexual means that they actually did the surgery,
They've
right?
had the gender change, which
Gender
means
reassignment.
They had the surgery.
gender
They chopped it up.
reassignment.
Yeah.
Right.
They Dave Chappelle chopped it up. Yeah. So
Transgender is mental.
yeah,
meaning
transgender is mental, and transsexual is mental too. I know that transvestites got to be pissed right now
but they don't
because
use transvestite.
there's probably there's probably a whole lot of transvestites. No. I'm
That's
sorry.
politically
There's probably a whole
incorrect.
lot of transsexuals that are
There you
pissed
go.
right now because they're like, damn, I didn't have to do the surgery. I didn't have to cut it. Ain't this a bitch? You know?
No,
I
I
mean-
know.
But you know what? There are some. I got a story to tell. I always got a story to tell. So when we was in college, one of my girlfriends, she was dating this guy. And so his friends were hanging around and they all went out one night and he met this girl in the club. And she was pretty. He went home with her after the club, kissing her in the mouth. And they fooling around and she wouldn't go all the way with him, but she said she would give him head. Found out a couple of days later that she was pre-op trans, so she still had her penis,
Oh,
What?
and he got hit from a
I
man.
use all these terms.
Because we want to be politically correct, and we don't want to offend anyone. Because we love everybody over here, no panties out the door.
We do love everybody, but I don't give a shit about offending nobody personally.
When they call women born to
women, that's your problem.
Cisgender. They don't call us natural women. They call us cisgender.
I'm just telling the
You
story.
take me to court, guess what I'm gonna say? Judge, I'm fucking confused. I don't understand none of this shit.
It's confusing.
Exactly
it is.
what the problem is. I don't understand a damn thing.
But he didn't know that he was receiving oral sex from another man.
Ooh.
Yeah, but here's a question. Here's a question.
Fucking deadly though.
Here's a question though. Here's a question.
No games like that.
Days went by. Did he like it?
Well, you know what? They waited.
I mean, if he liked it,
they worked at UPS together, and so he was like, "Yeah, baby girl, she was fine. She knew what she was doing. Blah blah blah. I'm about to hit her up." They waited till they got him at UPS on the line at work, and they was like, "No, that was a nigga that she was fucking."
Oh my god!
I mean, that is terrible. That is terrible.
You shouldn't do that.
But he should just go ahead and accept that he's fucking gay now. I mean, just accept that shit. You know, like you're gay and you liked it, so.
But we ain't trying to have no crime of passion and nobody hurt nobody.
They should just move in together.
Sexuality from him, or that person feels like their sexuality was taken from them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, first off, how you get head and you ain't know? Like, you ain't put your hand down.
Some of them are very passive.
But if you getting head, you feeling on some stuff. You know, if you getting head, I'm feeling on some stuff. You know, I'm moving around. I'm trying to make her feel good too while she's making me feel. Why would I not know? See.
Because he just wanted some head.
No.
He just wanted some head.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened.
You weren't thinking like that when you was 18, 19 years old. You wasn't thinking like that. You was out for you. Let's just be all the way real. Like, when we was doing it when we was 18, 19, them dudes ain't know what they was doing. Let's just keep it all the way gangster.
Let me tell you something. In the case, I'm gonna be the judge right now. In the case that UPS personnel, nigga, you knew, and you just mad because it got out.
Oh man, I was like, hey.
These comments is shit right now. These fucking comments is shit, y'all.
And I broke my
shadow and everything. He didn't even know.
Some of them you can tell.
Blackbird Nation.
Bigo, to me, I can tell. Like, you can just tell. Now, there's one, Cherry the Boom. Cherry the Boom looks damn fucking good, but until Cherry the Boom opens her mouth, I'm just saying. But you know, Cherry the Boom looks very passable.
Looks better than most women.
Patrick Starr, or what's her name?
Right.
Patrick Starr. Whatever
I don't know none of these people.
The star name, whatever that girl the star
artist name, and she came out because her fiance didn't even know that she was trans.
Oh, I know who you talking about.
Better than most women.
Beautiful, they call it fishy.
Hey, look.
Yeah, I don't like the term fishy, but that's what they call it, fishy. Real fishy looking.
Yeah. Look,
what was her name? I can't think of her name, and she's a makeup artist.
That's all the celebrity hair and stuff.
Nikki Tutorials. Her fiance didn't even know that she was trans. She was engaged to a man. He didn't even know she was trans.
Eddie Winslow was dating that star.
Sydney Star.
Sydney Star. Eddie Winslow was dating.
I know so much about this stuff. God.
Eddie Winslow. Because Eddie Winslow baby mama was on Bigo, the white girl. She was on Bigo.
Eddie Winslow.
She used to be a host on Bigo.
He call him by his. If we gonna unload his secrets, call him by his government.
Well, I don't know Sydney Star government name. I don't need to know.
Look, Rocky Alexander said no, he wasn't dating her. He just took pictures with her.
Yes, he was. What are you talking about?
He said he wasn't dating her.
His baby mama then came on Bigo and said yes, that they were dating, and I couldn't feel any kind of way because we weren't together. But it makes me feel bad when people try to bash me, like, oh, you couldn't even keep him because he wanted to go. He was dating. He's still dating. So go look at them damn pictures right now. What straight man is gonna be feeling on a transgender's ass? A transgender female's ass. if you not come on now. Ain't no
I
man,
mean,
no straight man gonna sit there. I don't give a fuck how much picture it is, how much you're getting paid for that picture. They're not just gonna start groping a transgender female, a straight nigga, a real man. Period. That man, Eddie Winslow, is definitely dating and have had sex with Sydney Starr because his baby mama said, "Child, let me tell you, I gotta come to Bigo. I get all the tea."
Oh
gotta
shit.
come to where?
Bigo, it's a
To
live streaming
Bigo.
app.
Right, because you
Yes,
got all the juice
I don't want to
with
play
extra
bingo.
squeeze.
it ain't
Right,
bingo.
because
It's a live streaming app. Like
he tried to say that he was
I
supportive of the
want to go
trans
to
community,
bingo.
but he wasn't
I'm not that
messing with
old
a
yet.
trans person.
that's what Eddie
You know
Winslow
what?
said.
That's what Eddie Winslow said.
Eddie Winslow is a lie. He's a
Hold up,
lie.
hold
You'll
up.
touch.
This nigga.
Not that you'll touch
Hold
the
up.
booty. I'm
Read this. He said, I
dead
touched the
on the
booty, I
play.
played football, I slapped plenty dudes' asses. Listen,
We're talking about
listen.
groping
You are not
in a sexual manner.
if I flip a great egg omelet, you are not slapping my ass saying, good job, Joe. No,
In
not
football,
happening.
basketball, sports, we know that slap asses. We know that we're talking about in a
I didn't do
sexual
that when I played sports.
fashion.
I wrestled in high school. I played baseball. I
Well,
did kung fu
most
growing
guys
up.
do.
I did not do none of the ass slapping. Like I didn't see the point. I didn't see the point. My good job from my voice went way further than me slapping your ass. Like I didn't see the point. Like it didn't make sense to me. Not at all.
Even still, if you had or someone on that team had to slap someone else's ass on the team, good job. You're not groping and taking a very
Squeezing it.
sensual picture with a
What is
transgender
this?
woman
The
groping
Bussy
her
Boys. What is
ass.
the Bussy Boys?
The
Bussy
boy
boy.
pussy.
That's
The boy
the boy
pussy.
pussy. Yeah, booty hole. That's boy pussy.
Oh,
JC
Bussy.
Joe, straight. You don't know
Supposed to
none
be
of
like
this.
Bussy. We'll say Bussy. Like
Don't
Bussy
you
Boy.
say it ever no more again after this show. That's right.
I don't know shit
You
about
know
this.
what? I'm feeling this drink. I might be a little bit too drunk for this conversation. This is fun.
I listen to affirmations when I wake up in the morning, dog. I
There
don't
was a
know about
whole
this shit.
there is a whole rapper. Throw that boy pussy. Throw that boy pussy. Throw that boy pussy. Like it
That
was
ain't
a
the
rapper.
Jamaican. That ain't the
It
Jamaican
went
version of
viral.
saying what's the G word?
It
Gay.
was not
Is that
no
the
Jamaican. It was
gooch?
No.
American.
It's
So
the G
okay,
word
first
gooch.
off, let me just say this.
Can I
I'm
say gooch on
Jamaican.
there?
Okay, so me I say Afro carry me I say Afro carry you hear that. So it's the Batty boy. Okay, that's what we say when we are say somebody gay, we say Batty boy. Okay,
Yo,
so
they don't like them Batu
it
I
boys.
is not
forgot you was from the island.
Bussy boy. No, that is some made up American shit. We don't say that. We say Batty boy. Them a Batty boy. So you know what I mean. But it's all good. It's all good. I get it. I see what you're saying.
Right.
But either way,
Pussy.
yeah. Okay. So let's peep this. All right. So as we trim down a little bit, we might go a little bit past the 10 o'clock hour, right? But here's the thing: why is breaking up so hard to do? Okay, so can we? How do we try to fix this? Like, how do we say, okay, and Meech, you gotta, Majiz, you gotta explain that, LMNOPs. I just
The
say
alphabet people.
Oh, the alphabet people. Okay, yeah. I get it. Just say A B C D E F G.
Did he say the LMNOPs?
He did.
Y'all see how confused I was like, what's that? What acronym is that? You know, dumbass.
Nah, it ain't. It's just I know that's what I was thinking. I was like, what acronym? Because he said that earlier, and I was like, what acronym is LMNOPs? Like, what is that?
Alphabet people.
Yeah, fuck the elemental P's, period.
Yeah.
And I want to go on record and say that No Panties After Dark loves everybody. I don't want anybody
We
to
do
this conversation.
Of course we love everybody.
They even
and every last one of y'all motherfuckers are funny. Let's just be honest. All y'all motherfuckers are funny, okay?
Thanks.
Like, I'm with Dave Chappelle on that shit. I think that if you go ahead and get that shit chopped the fuck off, you's a real motherfucker. Like, God. Like that shit, like that's some serious shit right there.
She went through her whole journey.
Like you went to the doctor, and you was like, Doc, take all this shit inside here, pull it out, and make a dick. Like for real, like use a thumb.
Have you seen the
Like,
surgery?
you got the
Have you
juice
looked
now.
on YouTube and seen it? It's on
I've seen
No,
YouTube.
the
why would I do
surgery.
that?
That's
Why would I do
crazy
that?
shit.
That
Huh?
shit is.
They can take the vagina and flip it inside out,
No.
make it a penis.
I didn't even
But
like
when
looking
you are
at the.
female,
I didn't even like looking at a vagina
crazy.
in health class in 5th grade. Like, you
but
know,
that
no, it
female
looked
to
like some fucking
male,
alien.
that female to male, they get ganked. I'm sorry. It's just not the same as the male to female. That female to male, they get about. They're not getting that much.
They
Either they'll
don't get the
get.
implants. They don't get penis implants.
Some of them can either choose to get an
I guess
implant, but
if
then
they
they
got the
gotta pump.
money,
They
they get
gotta
to
press
add an
something and
extra
pump it
6
up.
inches or something.
I mean, because
They
if it was me
still
and I
gotta
was gonna
pump
be a man,
something
I would
up.
buy the biggest dick I can buy. I'm sorry.
They gotta pump it up, or either they can choose to when they start getting their hormones, their clitoris grows,
Why are
and
you
then
talking
they'll
about an
take
inner
that and
tube?
make it into a penis. But it's
It's got to pump it
little.
up.
It's like
I don't know
little.
how we
Pump
got
it
here. I don't
up.
know how we got here, but this shit's funny.
It's little.
This is ridiculous. Like,
I don't know how.
I mean,
we
but
got here.
hold on. At some point, don't y'all believe that some of this shit is ridiculous, though? Is there any part of this that's ridiculous?
Hey,
If you
this is
like it, I
people's real
love it.
lives, though. So
Why is
judge
dick
nobody's real
in
life.
ridiculous? Why is dick in ridiculous? Why is that in ridiculous? The word ridiculous. Why is dick in the word ridiculous?
There's a stripper by the name Ridiculous, and
Must be the word ridiculous.
ridiculous.
It must be a masculine word. It must.
This, look,
It must be a masculine
hey,
word.
look, this thing said, "Where can I buy more dick at?" They got that in Indiana.
I heard there is a surgery.
I heard
So
that.
now
I
they're
heard you
Reebok.
can't get a
Oh
penis
shit! Just
enlargement
pump
like
it
a
up.
girth. Maybe the girth. You can
I'm
add girth
sorry
to
if
it.
I was transitioning from female to man, I wouldn't accept that. I'm
I
about the
wouldn't
biggest
want
one that I
that.
can buy.
But
Yeah,
I
when
mean,
you get the
I'm
that
big one,
sounds
you
like a
gotta pump it
lawsuit
up.
for
There's
malpractice.
so much steps to pump
But
that
like you
damn
left
penis
me with a
up.
2-inch dick, doc. Like this shit's bullshit. Now
Like, that should
You
be
right. You
malpractice right
pay
there.
$50,000, $60,000, $70,000 for this, or
right,
you
I ain't
get
get my
this,
doc. I
but
ain't get
then
my
you gotta
money's
do
worth.
this. You gotta go,
I ain't got my
Why you
money's
ain't
worth.
tell me I could have paid an extra $5 for this?
Right.
man.
I want my money's
That's
worth.
fucked
This
up.
right here, this is
And
not.
there's
So look,
always a
for real,
chance that there's no
for real.
sensitivity and it won't work.
Okay,
If
so
you
what would
don't
you
do anything.
tell a female right now? What would you tell a female right now? Breaking up with a dude, he keeps calling like, "Baby, I want you back. I want you back. I want you back." Like, how do you tell that dude, like, look, it's done? Like, how you do
Block
that?
the number? Shit, what the fuck?
You about to hit the block. You
Yeah,
hit the
block.
We about to have a block party.
Mm-hmm.
Block, bliggity block.
We
Block.
inviting the whole neighborhood
But
at
you
this
know
block
what? I had
party.
to do. I blocked him, and if you know this fool had the nerve to get a text app and
They'll do that.
call me from another number.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm blocked on. You're blocked for a reason, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He called me from a text app.
Yeah, they'll do that. Or they'll call you from a private number.
I don't answer private phone calls, but he called me from a
I've
different
had
number,
someone-
and like,
I've had
I
someone do
conduct
that to me.
business, and I'm thinking it was something else. I wasn't expecting it to be him, and it was him, because he's he's blocked on my phone, he's blocked on my email, he's blocked on all my social media. This fool had to go get another phone number to call me.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's what they do. Because I'm a firm believer in the block party. My block hand is strong.
Yeah, got so many people blocked in my phone.
Joe, I think you muted yourself. Joe,
We can't hear
unmute
you.
yourself. Unmute yourself.
He didn't get
There you
closure.
go.
He didn't get closure, right?
He got
That's
the
what it
closure
is
when
a
I
lot
told
of
him don't
times, it's
fucking call me
closure.
no more. That was his closure.
I mean, but
But a
hold
lot of
on. I'm
times-
talking about when y'all first broke up. When y'all first broke
That
up
was
or
his
whatever.
closure. When I said don't call me no more.
I mean, you can't. I mean, that's not an ending.
But
What
if you
movie
live
you be
together,
I
watching?
just
and
feel
you
like
have
when you're
relationships,
grown, I shouldn't have to tell a grown person what the fuck they done did. When you grown, you know what you did.
No. That's
Yeah,
not
it's not
even
always
fair.
that simple, though,
That's not
in
even
their
fair. You
mind.
sitting here telling me now you break up with somebody because they did something, and then you like, I'm not telling you what you did. You should know. Bye, nigga. No,
Well,
that's
after
not.
you
That's
told them
not fair.
so many times and they just refuse to change or to do better, then that's when they, when you call it over and they want to still continue the relationship or just continue to bug you about it. If it's over, it's over. but in like me and Pretty Brown's relationships, we were living with these people. We were when those relationships are harder, I believe, especially when you get blended families involved, like my children from the previous relationship, and then you guys had a child as well. Mine, we just had a blended family. When you live and you got bills tied in with people and you feelings and you, her and I have marriages, divorces under our belts. That, you know what I'm saying? You want to feel like you're not failing at yet another relationship.
Right.
You try to do
Yeah.
especially with Black women, we're taught stick by your man, keep your family together from when we were
Right.
little
We do
girls.
so much.
We
Blackbird
see
Nation just said to date somebody twice the size of your ex. I just want to point out my ex was a 4X. There's no way I'm gonna date somebody bigger than him.
he
Yes,
did
he
not
wears a
start off that
4X.
way either. He didn't
He
start
didn't
off
But
that
start
way
that
either.
way. But
He
he
was
was
so
I
cute
can't
in
date
the
so
nobody bigger than
beginning.
him.
He
Can't
so
do
would
was
it.
it be
cute in the
fair?
beginning though. He was really
Look at what
cute.
Rocky said. He says, "Would it be fair to have the new dude meet your ex like baby daddy wise?" And that's kind of what you were talking about, Gigi. When you have marriages and stuff like that. I mean, you got
It
kids
depends.
and all of that. Then you gotta, I mean, I I don't know. I mean, like right now, I know, like I'm cool with my ex-wife's new husband, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
we could sit down and have a drink. Like we recently had one to have a conversation about some numbers and money and stuff like that, right? But so like okay, my emotional intelligence is there to the point to where we can do that. Me and her can't do that because whatever. But me and him can, right?
Right.
And
So
sometimes it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier with the new
man,
spouse.
hey, let's
Mm-hmm.
throw it out there. He said, if you have more than and I'm gonna put the word serious relationships in there, who is the common denominator?
The man
Child,
in
my
the mirror.
ex-husband is on wife number 4. So you
Oh
tell me.
shit.
Right. What man
But
do you
but
know,
what wife
especially
what
a Black man?
what wife
Wife
number was
number
he
3.
on? What wife you were wife number 3? But
Me
like
and
you
wife
said,
number
if you
1
have
are
more than
cool.
3 relationships, who is the common denominator? So 3 serious relationships that go south, right? Who's the common
Yeah.
denominator in those 3 relationships?
He's
I
on
mean,
wife
but
number
shit, as
4.
adults,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying, who don't have more than 2, 3
No,
3
relationships?
but we
serious.
talk about 3 serious relationships, like people you thought you was gonna
I
get
can't
married
say
to,
that I've had more than 3.
or you did get married to.
Well, then I've only had
Um,
two then because I've been married before and then I was in a long term relationship. And I won't say that I was the common. Now, in my marriage, I don't know. We're going to talk about that that's a story for another day with another topic. But
both
this
of us,
last
right?
one, yeah, this last one, I don't want to say that I was the cause. I want to say that we just grew apart. Like my
Yeah.
belief is that as you're living, you're supposed to be growing and elevating. And he was
Mm-hmm.
very content to stay where he
You know what?
was. So
That
now I'm
that is
trying to
a
grow
big
and
thing.
drag you with me, and you don't want to
You
go.
used to tell me that. You said
I'm
he's
trying to
just
pull you
complacent,
along.
and I'm not. You used to
And I
tell me
gotta
that.
drag you with me, and I'm dragging you kicking and screaming. And that's not comfortable for me. That's not
I
comfortable for
want
him.
more and I want better.
And he
And
didn't want more. He wanted he didn't want more
this
better. He
person
was happy
doesn't.
with what we had.
They're
So
I'm reading
happy with
comments.
the way things are. I want more. I want better. They're happy with the way things are. I know exactly what you're talking
right.
about.
So I can't say that I was the problem or he was the problem. I found out later on like he was doing extra stuff that, you know what I'm saying, he was doing that's between him and his new lady that he's with now. Can't nobody stay with a Virgo. Kiss my ass. Anyway,
I'm looking. I didn't even want to read that comment out loud. So I said, "Ooh,
kiss
did they
my
know that this is a
ass.
Virgo on the panel?" Like they don't know.
Yes. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I feel like Virgo women, we're very submissive women. So like I don't want to be the man in the relationship. I want a man that's going to take charge and I can follow his lead. In my last relationship, I didn't have that. I felt like I was wearing the pants in the relationship and I didn't like that. And that's the whole conversation for another day. But like I said, I'm growing and I'm trying to elevate and I'm dragging him with me, kicking and screaming. I'm not having fun dragging him. He's not having fun being drugged, and
I mean, did you take the pants off enough? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
that's a conversation for another
Well,
day.
now on the flip side, I feel like my relationship, Oh yeah, he wore the pants, and he was the only one that could wear any pants. Like I always felt like he always made me feel like I could nothing I ever said could be taken serious. His it was his way or the highway. You know what I'm saying? He has to if he suggests something that it should be done, then it should be done that way. No matter what I said, it was never that. You know what I mean? And it was only good if it was his idea. Made me feel
Yeah.
insignificant, like my ideas didn't count, and like nothing I did mattered. You know what I mean? So, and I tried to be submissive in everything and let him wear the pants, and then try to agree with shit that I know goddamn well I didn't agree with. And, you know
Woo,
what I'm
been
saying?
there.
Just to
I'm be
make
like Dave
peace, and then
Chappelle. I'm be like
later
Dave Chappelle and
on,
be a victim blamer. And
then later on, I would say,
what did your ideas suck?
man, I tried every kind of, I tried it every kind of which way. You know, it just.
Yeah, you should have tried it on your hands, upside down, naked.
Man,
She
let me tell
sprung
you
from the
something.
That's the
chandelier. Do
one
you
thing
hear
you
me?
didn't
She
do.
sprung from
You
the
didn't try it on your
chandelier.
hands, upside down, and naked.
You're right. My bad. I should have stood on my head and did the splits and tried it. You know what I'm
See,
saying? Splits in the air. And
All that ass you
told you I
mhm,
got,
could fix it.
girl.
Told you I
that's
could-
how I should have had tried it. I should have had did it that way.
So I mean, when we get this, why is breaking up so hard to do? I think the first thing when we go back to this communication, sex, and finances. Okay, here's the reality. I'm gonna get serious with y'all for a quick second. When one of those three are off in any relationship, I don't care if you're in a business relationship with somebody, and it's two dudes, y'all got a business together. If one of them ain't getting no sex, guess what? Y'all's business relationship gonna be fucked up. All right.
Better get him some ass. It's $40.
Exactly. You better go buy him
But better go
something.
get $40 and get him
He can get all the
something so
ass
he can come back to
every day
work.
from you. And if he want to go fuck
But
around, he still gonna fuck
communication,
around.
sex, and finances. Those are three pillars in a relationship. If
That is
one
true
of
though.
those are off, the other two suffer. So if communication is
Facts.
off, guess what? Y'all
Yep.
ain't having good sex, and you
Facts.
probably ain't your money ain't right because
Facts.
somebody over here, if y'all not communicating, then guess what? Somebody over here is hiding their money and stuff like that, not talking about it and whatnot. If the sex is off, you can't you obviously aren't having great communication, and your finances will suffer because you're not talking. If the finances are off, well
We
shit,
ain't doing anything.
she holding out. She ain't giving
We
you
not doing
none.
nothing.
Let me
If the
tell you
finances
something.
are off, but no, if the
We got a
finances are off,
plug
Most
and
it causes
play.
cases, yeah.
stress. It
Most
causes
cases,
stress.
yeah.
It causes emotional stress if the finances are off. So that means
Right.
sex and communication will suffer. Those are
You
three
know what?
pillars.
Our communication suffered in my last relationship, but the sex, no matter what, for the whole 5 years was phenomenal. Phenomenal. No matter fucking what. And that's just the craziest part about it, because normally the finances sucked, throughout off and on.
Yep.
The communication was hard between us, but we every single time the sex was just amazing and fucking out of this fucking world. And
To
that's a
you,
rarity though. And
to
him
you.
too. And him too.
But I mean,
But he was a
I'm,
hoe
and
ass
I'm and I'm
nigga.
not
I
saying
mean,
that, and I'm not
he wasn't
saying that to say that,
he wasn't
and I'm
letting
not
shit
saying
ass
that to
nigga
say
though.
that there was anything with you. I'm saying that like mentally, you never know. But I mean, again, that is a what do you call that? That is an anomaly, or whatever,
It is an
because
anomaly. That's like that. It's just very
typically,
rare. That don't happen like that.
yeah, that doesn't happen like that traditionally.
No, very
Um,
okay,
Thanks
you're
for
right. That's
messing
what I
up
say.
my
You're right.
twisted.
A lot of
But see, in my
times,
last relationship, it just, the sex was just non-existent because,
Blackbird
like,
said,
we
"Where's that
were.
$40 asset?" That's the truth right now because gas prices are going up.
I
Believe
mean,
me,
that's
gas prices are
child,
going
gas
up
is
too.
seven
the
I
dollars
price
can
of
be
and
pussy
honest
done
fifty
with
cents
gone
you.
up.
out
I'm need 100. But like
Gas prices and gas prices.
my last relationship, it was non-existent. Like I was lucky if I got
there.
3 minutes on a Sunday.
James,
But our
James, you're
situation,
absolutely right. Everything will suffer when there's no effective
facts.
communication. That's
But
right.
we were in a situation where, I helped him get a certificate to get a better job. And like once he got the better job, more money was supposed to come in. So he got the better job and he's making more in an hour, but now they've cut his hours. So now we are in I call it a partnership where I'm working hella overtime at my job. So I'm paying
I
majority of the bills.
remember.
He's
Hmm.
contributing, saying to the bills, but I'm paying majority of them. And I didn't really mind it first because like, okay,
Hmm.
well, he's picking up kids from school. He's cooking
Hmm.
dinner. He's
Right.
coaching basketball. He's on the
Right.
PTA at the elementary school. Like this is a real partnership. So I was cool
Similar
with
to my shit.
pulling,
Hmm.
pulling most of the bills. But it got to a
Hmm.
point where, since the pandemic hit, and like I'm
Hmm.
working hella overtime, I'm working 60 hours a week. You're content to get up, smoke a blunt, and play on the Xbox. Like you don't want more,
Well,
you don't want to do more. We talked about starting businesses, don't want to do it.
Right.
And I'm sitting
let me
here
tell you,
like,
let me show
okay,
y'all what teamwork looks like. This is what
must
teamwork looks
be
like right
nice.
here.
So
Okay.
I'm
This
sitting
is what
here looking
teamwork
at it
looks
like
like.
I want to grow and elevate. You don't want to do
Hmm.
nothing. So
Yeah.
my thing is this: like it's a partnership. So if I put 50
Yeah.
in the pot and he put 20 in the pot, now we got 70. Let's figure out how to get to 100. He ain't want to get to 100.
Right. And if you only got 20 to put in the pot with my 50, at least be doing other stuff to make up for it. Like mine
He
was
didn't want to do
coaching the
that.
boys, working out with the boys, getting the boys, getting their swag together, showing them how to dress. He would buy them clothes and stuff like that. But and then eventually that stopped. But it still felt like it was uneven. Look, let me tell you something. My best friend and that bitch, I can't stand her for this shit today. When
Woo!
I met him, she said, "Well, Nana, you got to do something different." Because I was like, "Girl, he smoke weed. I'm not really a weed smoker."
UDE
And she
stand.
said, "You got to do something different.
Big dick
You
energy.
can't always have the same pattern. You can't always look for a guy to have all of this money and this, that, and the other." So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna try something different." I could backhand that bitch 25 times. I promise you, I try something different. I'll never try that route again.
Look,
I,
Rocky going to make some of them yum egg rolls.
He said he make
Them
his
yum.
wife do them chores every single night. That's what he
what?
said. He make her do
Let me
chores
read these
every single
comments.
night. She do
He
chores
was,
every single night.
Who
Must
said
be
what,
that?
nice.
white
She's a
tours?
Rocky. Rocky said that.
Yeah, she do them chores
Hey,
every
look,
single night. Must be
don't tell
nice.
his wife that he said that, okay?
Must
Your
be
wife
nice.
She
I
was
don't
do
a
the
know.
chores
hoarder.
every night.
She
She
Look,
don't
do
know.
James
chores every night. She do chores at
James
night.
said
Look,
his wife was a
this is
hoarder and the sex was trash.
Woo!
who said that?
Jesus. You
Who said
married
that?
her and the sex
Wow.
was trash?
This is deep.
You
Look,
got
peep
married
this
and the
right
sex
here.
was trash?
Like, so, all
Did you
right, so
tip the
I love this
bill for
brother
you
right
committed?
here, James Craycroft Senior. He says, lack of communication ended my last relationship. My spouse hoarded everything, and the sex was not good at all. So y'all didn't. So again,
Did you steal from the
communication.
booty box?
Communication is key. Communication is key. If you are not talking, if you don't have the ability to sit down and communicate with your significant other, then guess what? You will starve out this motherfucker. I'm not starving,
Joe, that
nigga.
looks
I
amazing
mean,
too. Homegirl cook
yeah.
food, ain't
So
she?
yeah, not
But you
Shit
starving.
look
take good
good.
care of her though. You take good care of her too. Like y'all got that teamwork down. Y'all's
Right.
dynamic is
Hey,
pretty
That's
decent.
that's
I
the key
like it.
word, teamwork.
They got
but
that
but
Team
teamwork
can work if
dynamic.
it's only one person working toward the team and the other person is working as an individual unit.
She
And that's
said,
the
now
like
you
thing. Me
running
and
your
I
well,
were working
podcast.
as a
Let me bring
team.
you a plate. Make sure you ate.
Girl, we had teamwork going in our minds, but the other person
and
had
I started the
individuality,
dinner, right? So
individualism
I
going.
started the dinner. She knew I had to come do the show. I started the dinner, and she finished it up, right?
It looked
So
good.
They do
you
look good.
know,
Joe cooks though.
and
Joe be throwing down. I'm coming over for dinner next
I
time.
know.
hey,
I
it's all good.
I
You're
know.
welcome. You're welcome.
Joe used to do
I
my
mean,
Me
meals when
all
I was
welcome.
doing
I'm from
the night he was
California.
doing my meals for me. Joe cooks.
I know. I
you know,
remember. I
we
see he
busy.
had a whole little cooking thing, cooking
You know,
He
page
be
we
too.
busy.
cooking.
No,
He's
I get
legit.
busy.
I've had his
Um,
food. He's legit.
no,
I can tell the way that shit looking.
there
If
are
he
plenty
started
of
that, that's a
people.
good ass looking plate.
There are plenty of people in this city, from aldermans to everybody else, that have had some of my cooking. And let me just say, whether it's vegetarian, whether it's vegan, whether it's pescatarian, or whether it's carnivorous, it is all gravy. It's all good.
Well, pop your
I promise
collar
you.
then. Pop your collar.
Wow, it's you know what I mean. I'm dope like that. Let me not speak on that. I'm dope. So but look, but that right there, that's teamwork. That so where I lacked in the fact that I had to step out and go take care of some other business, hence this show, right? She knew that. She understood. I started dinner. I boiled the potatoes. I did the gravy. I started the saute of the steak and the onions. You know what I mean? She went ahead and took the potatoes, mashed them up. You know what I mean? I started the corn and the green beans. She had to finish those off, right? And she mashed up the potatoes, and you know, I mean, and then she put the salad together. So I mean, you know, it was teamwork, you know, and she works 4 days a week. So I try to make sure that I'm cooking in those days that she works, and then the days that she's off, she'll cook.
Good night, Rocky.
So, you know, because I love her cooking just the same. But, you know, so
beautiful. That is,
you know, and then there's sometimes where she comes home and she like, yo, I want to cook for y'all. Cool. You know what I mean? It's all good. But for the most part, and that's the thing. It's a back and forth. But see, we're still learning. It's
giving,
you know,
hold on.
It is absolutely a give and a take, and we're still learning.
Doing all the giving and one person's doing all the taking. That's not
right.
Look, Blackbird Nation says nobody should be submissive. Relationships should be 51-49, and that flip flops to each person's strength back and forth. And that's exactly what I'm talking about right here.
Read his other comment though. It says, "Oh, you was a sugar mama and had a kept man because he had a BDE." What is BDE?
I asked that. Energy. Big dick energy.
No, baby. Let me tell you something.
He's probably talking about me, and I'm gonna just say,
just because the level was good, don't make the dick good.
Let me.
The intimacy make the dick amazing. Intimacy. I don't know who he's talking about, me, you, or both of us.
And that's a whole nother topic. We definitely need to have that conversation. What is intimacy? That's a conversation right there. What is intimacy? And I'm gonna tell you what.
He was a wonderful, intimate, everything, but he had no big dick energy.
I think intimacy can start first thing in the morning, you know, and throughout the day. Like intimacy meaning like I'm biting on necks and kissing cheeks and saying all type of sweet shit throughout the day, so that by the time the night comes,
intimacy is not sex all the time. It's not necessarily the act of having sex. It's so much more.
Absolutely, intimacy is a whole different thing, and
so much
that's
more.
The thing. I think there's a lot of people out here that don't understand what intimacy really is. You know, intimacy is the ability to sit next to your lover and y'all laugh and joke about things, y'all sharing stories, y'all talking. That's intimacy right there. You know what I mean? Because here's where women are right here. This is where women are. Now, I'm gonna say this. Things have changed over the years. All right. Women have a little bit more masculine energy in them, right? Because they've had to play that role for so long. So, you know, there are some women out here that do act like men, right?
That's
so
true.
It ain't just here with them. Yeah. It ain't,
and it's just once you get in that mentality, it's hard to cut it off, you know?
Mm-hmm. You're right. You can't just cut it off.
We gotta be mama and daddy. We gotta pay the bills. We gotta make
that should be a class. That should be a class that y'all go to. Like, I gotta cut it off class.
It ain't gonna get done if you don't do it. I'm always like, oh, if I gotta get it done. I gotta pay this bill, because if I don't, who gonna do it? You know what I'm saying?
I want to cut it off. So again, if there are any sugar daddies out there that want to sponsor your girl,
sponsors, we need sponsors.
You want to sponsor your girl? I want to cut it off. I don't want to be the man no more.
Wait, but what's your cash app?
See, but here's the thing.
Cash app is what?
That's the thing, and nowadays, nowadays you got women coming back saying, "Look, y'all done took this strong women thing too far. I don't want to be strong no more. I want a man to come and take over some of that."
I tried that.
I'm gonna shut up and listen. I promise.
Like now they're denouncing the whole strong women thing. They're sitting back like, no, strong woman means that like y'all don't fuck with me because I'm good all the time. You know what I mean? And I don't think that should be the case. You know what I mean?
I really did try that. I mean, you know, sometimes you just can't win for losing, but just don't give up. You know, just because it didn't work out with the last relationship, and you say you did try to be an alpha, or you did try to be submissive, or you try different things, that doesn't mean that with the next one it won't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing is trying to realize, don't take the baggage from the last relationship with you. And I've experienced that where someone will compare you to what they went, oh well, you just like no.
Yeah, that happened to me.
So guess what? Yeah. I'm not them at all.
Or I'm not her. I'm not your ex-wife. I'm not your ex-girlfriend.
Exactly.
I'm not your mom.
I think that you should take your last relationship as a learning experience. Like, you learn from it and you grow and you're a better person. That's how I look at it.
And see, I like what James said here. He said most people only see intimacy as sexual, but it's more than that. It's love, compassion.
It ain't even really sex at all.
Keeps them
it
together.
Ain't even really
that's the reality. After all of the
that.
physical stuff is gone, think about it. After all the physical stuff is gone, what do you have? Right?
Right.
So you gotta have more built.
Mental, it's emotional. Very mental.
Exactly.
Because there really ain't no intimacy in a booty call. You just fucking. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the floor in my pajamas because there's no panties up.
Exactly.
Period. Well, it's 7:30.
Yeah, we getting ready.
Okay,
It's
I don't know.
It's 10:30 out here. We getting ready to shut it down. Look, we're gonna read a couple more comments. My interest is putting on some R. Kelly 12 play. Okay, that's Blackbird Nation. So y'all know what y'all gonna get, right? He's just open right there. He told y'all what y'all gonna get. Y'all can get some R. Kelly 12 pay. That's it. All right. Strong women raised weak boys to men. They raised weak boys to boys. And so now the pendulum has swung back. There's not a lot of strong men. Exactly. Strong women raised weak boys, period. All right. So, and that's because a woman cannot raise a boy to a man. You can't do it. I don't care if you go and you pull your vagina out and make a penis, then you still not gonna raise. I
don't always agree with that, but
that boy to a man. It just all right. So he can become a man, like as in the definition of one, but there's gonna be things missing. You need to single women.
I don't agree with that.
Single women need to have somebody from church, somebody from somewhere.
Well, yeah, some role model,
as someone that can be a mentor to this boy.
But it don't always happen. I mean, look at Shaquille O'Neal.
And it don't always happen. And some of y'all do a great job. Golden Gigi, you've done a great job with yours. You've done a great job with yours. You raised some men.
He's very he's affectionate. He's a good father. He's a good husband. He's a good provider. He knows how to be emotional. He knows how to break down and let his wife know when he's hurting.
Say that.
He knows how to cry when it needs to be cried. He will get therapy.
There's women today that act like a man cannot show their emotions. There are women today who act like men cannot show their emotions. And let me tell you something. That is a strong man, a man that has the ability to show his emotions. That is a fucking strong man. And it should not be taken as anything less.
Right.
Not at all. So look, we about to get out of here, y'all.
All right, y'all.
We read a couple of more of these comments here as we step on out. People take baggage because they don't take enough time to themselves before jumping into something new, like they're allergic to being alone. There are some people. That's the reality.
That's very true.
Allergic to being alone. That is absolutely true. James Crawford, this dude is going at the top of my list right here of good dudes. That's why I'm taking my time to find a good woman. I'm not carrying any baggage into my next relationship. I'm throwing that bitch into the Ohio.
And next time, James, try before you buy. Since you said the last booty was trash, try before you buy.
Don't use R. Kelly's 12 play to consider that as intimacy, baby. That might turn somebody off.
That's Blackbird Nation right there.
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah. James understands intimacy. He understands intimacy absolutely. He gets it right. Right. I mean, he said it right.
I like James. So James is very interactive. Thank you, James. Thank you, Blackbird
Yeah.
Nation.
That's,
Thank
James
you,
is my
Meech.
homie
Hey,
from high
thank
school.
all
He goes
y'all.
way back.
Me Jizz, Meeches,
Carrie,
you
thank you,
know,
Carrie White.
Carrie, everybody, man,
Carrie works
everybody
out with
jumped
me
on.
every morning.
Shayna
She's
Dixon,
dope. She's
Thank
dope
you,
in real
Auntie,
life.
Shayna
wherever you
Dixon.
at. I don't know if Auntie's in here still, but thank you,
Is,
Auntie.
is is Shayna Dixon related to Marvin Dixon, the comedian? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. But Shayna for jumping in, Kerry White, you know, most definitely shout out to y'all for jumping in. We appreciate y'all. Yo, check this out. We always upload the show to Spotify a few days after or whatever, right? So check us out. You probably check us out tomorrow on Spotify. You can replay the show, all that good stuff. But you know, if you guys have any thoughts, any comments, or anything, remember you can go ahead and you can. And I didn't even do a good job tonight, but you can email us at inpadinfo@gmail.com. Right? Inpadinfo@gmail.com. So I don't even know what's up with that because that's supposed to be a banner going across the bottom. But our phone number 786-254-1886. Go ahead and leave us a message.
Call us.
786-254-1886. Leave us a message.
And if you
Right?
want to spice your
Check
girl,
us
call
out.
me.
Exactly. If you got a comment for Pretty Brown, if you got a comment for Gigi up here, yo, just go ahead and call them 786-254-1886 or leave us an email. Listen, if we got a relationship situation, we're gonna show y'all a couple from this week, couple relationship situations that we're gonna let y'all we're gonna talk about them. That
Right, because we
got
didn't
some
even get
emails.
into the stories that came into my DM.
Oh man, we're
Right,
gonna
we
talk
got
about that
stories.
next
I
week.
was trying to talk about the
Next
stories
week,
of
it's
the
all about the
DMs
stories in the DM.
from Beto,
But
the stories of these crazy ass women.
inpadinfo@gmail.com, 786-254-1886. Check us out on Facebook at Inpad Show, right? You can just go right into the search on Facebook and type in @Inpad Show, right? And you'll find us that way. You'll check us out, type us in No Panties After Dark Show on Facebook. Go ahead and check us out on YouTube. No Panties After Dark. Look, go to the page, go to the stuff on YouTube and just hit the like button. You know what I mean? And you need 30 seconds for it to be a view. All right. So I just need y'all to go to YouTube,
Oops,
watch it for 30 seconds. That's how the algorithms work. 30 seconds.
Run it up, run it up.
You know what I mean?
Run it up. Run it up, y'all. Run it up.
You did that real easy, Gigi.
That's because I
We'll
am
talk about that.
No, I'm in California, so everything is like.
All right. We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that next week on No Panties After Dark. Look at Rocky sneaking away to come and laugh at the show. He's still jumping in. But
Better
yo,
go let
we'll
Michelle
talk about that
show
stuff
us.
next week, right? And Shayna, she's gonna talk to you tomorrow, friend.
Bye, y'all.
friend.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Hey, appreciate it, James. Go ahead, subscribe on YouTube. That's what we need, folks. Subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. This is conversation that people don't get to have as much. And if you want to come on the show, guess what? Email us again. Email us at inpadinfo@gmail.com. You got a story you want to tell? You want to talk? Maybe you done got this relationship thing right, and you want to come share how great your relationship is.
Call the
We would
number.
love
The
to
premium
have you.
comment.
Baby done brought me some food. I
Premium comment
right
786-254-1886. I think because I ain't got my glasses on.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Next month, hey, look, we're preparing. We're getting rid of all the meat in the house because next month we're going pescatarian. So.
I need to join y'all because I want to lose 20 more pounds.
I went,
you can't
meat
work
for
out
2
against
months.
a bad diet.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
We're going pescatarian.
Yeah, I did no meat from
seafood,
September
fish.
to November.
If y'all want to join us, look, for the month of July, we're going pescatarian. So we're doing a lot of salads. We're going to do fish.
That's my birthday month.
Yeah, that's your birthday month, July. When's your birthday?
And
July the 17th.
Lord Jesus, I can't even get it out. All right.
Is that a Leo?
No, Cancer.
That's a Cancer.
That's my
So
boy.
when does Leo start?
Yeah.
When does Leo?
I think
I don't
that's
know.
July the 23rd.
I don't know. I don't know
July the
the songs
23rd
like
is
that.
Leo.
So
Yeah,
you
it's
I don't.
July
I
the
don't
23rd
get
is
into
Leo.
that much.
Some
But she knows the
Cancer.
sign stuff.
Leo tendencies. All right, y'all. Look, we out of here. We'll see y'all next week, right here.
Love,
Same
peace, and
place,
songs.
same time,
Thanks for
right
the
here
support,
on No
y'all.
Panties
Love
After
you.
Dark. All right,
Thank y'all.
y'all. Absolutely.
Bye.
Celebrate your queen, elevate your king. Celebrate your queen, elevate your king. Celebrate your queen, bro. Elevate. Celebrate your queen, elevate your king. Celebrate your queen, elevate your king. Celebrate your queen, bro.